Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I just wanted to show you this real quick before the video. So I made the video a few days ago before I had finished this digital kit. So it's complete now. I just want to show you what you get. I sat with my kids yesterday chatting and cut all these out without thinking I hadn't shown them to you guys. So it's 4 pages of these funny little funky art dolls, I guess is what I would call them. And some of them, I mean, people might consider these creepy. If you do, just stay away. Or what you don't do, you don't have to do anything with them. But if you like this type of thing, then it's available in my Etsy shop. So some of them are like this, and there's a few heads that you can add to them, or you can just have them. They're just dress forms. It's nothing scary. I mean, the faces are kind of mannequin-esque. So you might consider them creepy. I don't know. I like stuff like this, but I understand that not everybody does. So if it's not your thing, you can just fast forward to the video for the color combo. But I just wanted people to know, what they're getting if they're interested in this kit. You can also do things like this one has a head, but there's a few heads, like I said, just by themselves. And so you could add them onto the doll, and then, like this one, you touch a trim off some of her hair underneath. Or you could even cut that head off and just put this one on. Whatever. Just, you can play around with them however you want. There's these busts like this as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there's like this dress form, and then you could put one of these heads on, and then there's also a little bit smaller one if you didn't like the bigger head. Sometimes I think it's fun to put the big head on, I just think it's funny. But there's ones that are a little bit more appropriate to size. There weren't a lot of men, but I did find a few, and because I did not draw these. I did not draw these. They're computer generated. I just cut them all out and pieced them, some of them together and stuff like that. But I did not draw these. So anyways, that's what we have. 4 pages of the different art dolls. And then along with that, there's 8 pages of just some background papers. I just thought might be fun if you don't have a lot of digital kits and you just want everything in one kit rather than buying this kit and then going and buying another kit. I just did some nice backgrounds that could be written on, could be used in any journal, but just something to kind of go with those. So they're just, again, kind of like a grungy wallpaper like I've been doing. These ones are obviously, as you can see, quite a bit lighter than a lot of the other grungy ones I've done. More of a cream, tea-dyed look, I would say. And floral and the butterflies and that kind of thing. Oops, that one's upside down. But they're muted. They're definitely muted, a lot of them. So don't think it's your printer or something. This one's quite a bit brighter, but a lot of them are muted. They're supposed to have that worn wallpaper look. That's, kind of what I go for these grungy ones. So that's 8 pages of background and 4 pages of art dolls. And just to give you an idea of what in the world do you do with those, well, like here, this is a sticker that I've decorated up. I do these stickers, and if you've been with me for a while, you've seen these. These are actually meant to be business cards, so you're supposed to fold them to make one business card, but I just cut them apart. I got them at a thrift store. And I put Tim Holtz Distress Oxides on them, spray them with water, coffee. You can do all kinds of things. You could even just use a piece of paper, obviously would be fine to make, a kind of a cluster. And then I've put it here on this old envelope and put a tag inside. So there's one. And then I also did a little cluster because there's this, I think there's 2 pretty tiny ladies. One of them is, I did have these I didn't cut out yet, but anyway, one's kind of small and that one's kind of small. So these are great for just little page clusters. So yeah, just a couple of ideas just so you you kind of know what you're getting. So anyways, that's what I have, and now we'll go on to the color combo challenge. Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag color combo 2024. This is hosted by Tammy at Loufrou-frou Studio, and this is her tagline for YouTube, but you can just type in hashtag color combo 2024 or Loufrou-frou Studio and her channel will come up. I'll also leave a link in the description box below this video so that you can pop over there and check out what she has going on. Each week she chooses a color and a shape. So for example, last week she chose brown for the color and cross for the shape. I did do a brown cross, but you don't have to do the shape in that specific color. I could have done like a white cross and used this brown piece of paper, and that would have filled the prompts. But you can also choose to combine them if you would like to. So this week she has chosen beige, the color beige, and teardrop. So we're going to make a little pocket, and we're going to use a piece of book page. This is just glue page, you know, these that I glue on over here. It's one of those. So a lot of people ask what I do with those when I'm done gluing on them, and I use them for this kind of thing. So we're going to make a pocket. So how's everybody doing today? I hope you're all fantastic. I am doing well. I want to say hugs and blessings to Brenda, Sandy, and Carolyn. I love you guys, and I thank you for always watching my channel and just your kind comments. I really appreciate all of you, and welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to continuing subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to my channel and you like my videos, please do subscribe and be part of our little Crafty Cat family. I would really appreciate that. Any activity on the channel helps my channel to grow by because YouTube will bring it up in the algorithm. So like, you know how sometimes when you're watching a video and it's like, you know, based on what you're watching, we think you would like this too, kind of thing. That's part of that whole algorithm thing. And so channels that do the best on the algorithms, or the ones that are brought up the most, are the ones with the most activity. And by activity, I mean like liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting on each other's comments, you know, all those type of things. Anything where there's activity going on. So yeah, just helpful, and just an FYI if you didn't know that. I appreciate comments, and I do answer your guys' comments. It's fun to read the comments, see what you got going on. So oh, and I also wanted to mention, if you have a question about an order or something from my Etsy shop or whatever, please contact me there. The YouTube comments are not a good place to comment to me about my Etsy shop, just because sometimes I don't see them. A lot of times I don't know what happens, but comments do get lost sometimes, and also it's just really hard for me to keep track of, because once I answer them, you know, then they're gone out of the place that I generally answer from. I can go back to the the video if I can remember which video you commented on. So yeah, it's just a lot better if you have store questions to ask me on Etsy, not on YouTube. Plus, it's just, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to answer on Etsy. So, or I mean on YouTube. All right, so I just covered that with just scrapbook paper, and I just used a pad of paper. I don't know where I set it. Oh, it's right here. It's just this pad of paper. I believe this is from Joann's, I believe. So that is, and it has all these matching, you know, beige type papers in it. So I just thought it would be a good one. We're just gonna glue our little teardrops onto these. I know, I probably should have done this ahead of time, but if I would have done all this ahead of time, this video would be about 2 minutes long, so I thought, well, I'll just glue them on there, cut them out. They're just teardrops, it's not that complicated, but just so you can see. And these teardrops are about 3 inches long, so you have 4 that are 3 inches long and 1 that is 2 inches long, and you'll see why in just a moment. It took me a minute to come up with this. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, these shapes, they're a little tricky. So, oh my gosh. Between the Glowforge cut that, and then this is just one that I wipe glue off with all the time, paper towel. So, it's just not the prettiest thing in the world. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. It's fantastic here today. It's Monday for you guys, or Monday for me, Friday for you guys. I'm just trying to get some videos done because, like I said, I do have to have a tooth pulled, and my kids are off this week, so I might go try to have lunch with them or something. So yeah, just wanting to get ahead, and just in case I need to go be doing something else. But they are both doing good. Why do I have... Oh, I think I cut too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did cut too many. So I just need 5 all together. 4 large 3-inch teardrops, 1 smaller 2-inch teardrop. And I know if you don't have a Glowforge, that might be difficult unless you have some kind of die that cuts teardrops. I wasn't about to go... I guess you could cut out one, like draw one, cut it out, and then use it over and over, just so that you don't end up... See, if I would have just drawn each one, they'd have been all wonky and wacky and crazy. So, but if you drew one, got yourself one good one, you could use it as a template, which would work just fine. And I just cut these on the Glowforge out of manila file folder, so they were they have a little body to them, you know, which is what I wanted. Yeah, got to go for a nice walk. My husband and I went for a walk this weekend because it was so awesome. Did yard work, got the grapevines, you know, trimmed up because they just get real... Once all the leaves fall off of them in the fall, you know, it's just scraggly, whatever sticks. And so it's nice to get them sort of cleaned up, trimmed up, because trust me, they will grow again. It's kind of like a haircut. They're wild. And I have table grapes, but they're grown on our back fence because we have one of those fences that looks out to a common area for the subdivision. Like, people can go toss a ball or whatever out there. And it's just kind of nice in the summer when you're sitting out there to, it just provides a little bit of privacy for our yard. But yeah, they're definitely nice to have. And then we get to eat grapes in the fall. And there is no grapes like those grapes that you grow. They're so much better than the one you can buy at the store. Oh my goodness. They're not as big, but that's fine. Because they're delish. think this year we're going to try to grow our tomato plants on some type of trellis situation, because I kind of, they get so big and we don't have like a giant area to grow them. And it's really hard. They end up growing on the ground, like, you know, the tomatoes themselves. And then the little pill bugs or whatever the heck, we used to call them roly-polies when I was a kid, but whatever they're called. They eat them and it makes me angry. So I want to get them up off the ground. I've done the whole beer can thing, you know, half a beer can stuck in the ground, and then they're supposed to fall in there, and I don't know, but keeping up with all that stuff. Okay, you need to stop. You're gonna make that all crazy looking. Is a bigger pain than anything else. I would just rather just get them up off the ground. That seems like that would be a little bit easier. I'm not gonna spray them with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we used to get so excited when I was a kid because I grew up in Nevada and it's so dry there. So dry. If you found one roly-poly, you were like jazzed, you know, because they were hard to find. There weren't a lot of them. But here, oh my goodness, you pull up a plant and the roots are just full of them. So I don't think they're so cute anymore. They're annoying. And the other thing that we get crazy here that we didn't get there, unless you had like, you know, literally sugar on your floor or something like that, is those little tiny ants. And they're most annoying here. Okay, so sorry, I know that was like watching paint dry or something, but yeah, had to be done, right? So I'm gonna take 2 of these and put them point to point on my little card, but I'm just gonna glue across the bottom. And I'm gonna try to kind of figure out how far away from each other kind of thing. Because I don't want one of them hanging off the card. So I want them both on the card. So again, the 2 points together, just glue across the bottom. Don't want to move it. Okay, stay. And then you want these 2 to make like a heart in the center. That. But these ones we're only going to glue the tip. We're not going to glue anything else. And we're going to go to this point, but we're on top of this one. They're not going to both fit in down in that little crevice. So you got to put them on top. And again, we're just gluing the tip. But you want all the points together. Like so. And then the little one goes right in the center, almost like a peacock symbol or something. And we're going right in the tip again. There's a bubble. And this is a little bit thick, but you know, you can't have it all, right? There's only so much you can do with teardrops, as far as I know anyway, that I'm aware of. And then I'm going to take and staple this with my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And I don't think you have to do this. I just want to make sure they all stay right there. So you could put something on there if you wanted to. I don't mind the staple, but if you're somebody that doesn't like staples or whatever, then you could definitely get rid of that. So now what you're going to have, you could do this directly on the page too. I'm just doing it on this card. For one, I'm going to put it in my idea book, and two, I just wanted to show you guys, and I didn't want to do a whole page, but you could definitely do this just directly on the bottom of your journal page. And then you have like lots of spots, but you could also, if you do it on the card, you can attach it on 4 sides and have another pocket back behind here. So that's totally up to you. However you want to do it, that's the way you should do it. I have all kinds of random stuff. So I think this might be kind of fun. But see, you can tuck them in. They don't have to be this narrow, is kind of what I'm trying to say. The words that come out of my face. And then, I don't want to use the same one again. What else do we have? But I feel like you could put all kinds of things in there. This one's kind of cool. Ooh, this side's cool. So the fun thing, I feel like, is that I can have that tuck behind there because it's pretty wide. So if I only wanted it to be the width of this piece, I could do that, and it can come over onto this one, which this is tucked behind, and it doesn't matter. It's not gonna hurt anything. And the same thing with this because it's wide. And then I could have something like this in here. But yeah, see, that's quite a bit of things. And I mean, it is a little thick right there, but it's really not bad. And then you could just glue that down and have something bigger back behind. Let's see. Let me just cut one of these out just because. And this is my cruciform, which I think is the next journal I'm going to do. I just don't have all my stuff ready yet, so I'll get there eventually. I know I will. And if you don't know, cruciform means in the shape of a cross, because the cathedrals are in the shape of a cross. That's why I named it that. Okay. So then that could go back behind there if you had that like glued down. Like so. So that's kind of all I got. But I did teardrops and I did beige. I did beige teardrops. So there they all are. You could also run a stitch along there, I feel like, and that would work pretty good. I don't mind the staple, but if you didn't like it and you put one in, you could put a little flower there, or, you know, whatever. We could also put a thumb notch right here. So we know this is meant to be a pocket as well. So yeah, hope you guys like it. I hope you'll give it a try. It's just something different. Oh, I wanted that one back behind there. This one goes behind here. And This is Tracy Fox, if you're wondering where those are from. I've had them for years. Years and years. So yeah, I think that's fun. Don't know. Let me know what you think. And I will chat with you guys soon. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.